Hello and welcome. Le Cordon Bleu Chef Pennington here in Austin, Texas. Today I'm going to show you how to make something that is absolutely delicious. Can be kind of awkward for some people, but it is honestly so good. And I'm very picky about cleaning the livers. I think that is probably the most important element of this. And yeah, chicken livers can be a little gross, to be honest with you, and I still kind of think that, but I know how delicious they are, so I move that concept away and I focus on how incredible it is. I could eat them every day. They're so good. Kind of reminds me of like fried oysters. It's a little bit different, but it's so incredibly good. So what we're gonna do today is a very classic Southern style. It's gonna be clean chicken livers. That's the word that I like to think of in my style, and I'm gonna show you exactly how that works. So what makes a recipe really great? Technique. That's what these fried chicken livers are all about. And I promise you, if you've never had a fried chicken liver before, mine, following my technique, a 9 out of 10 of you, I promise, will be like, that was really delicious. There's always gonna be one in the crowd, right? So let's get started. We're gonna go step by step, and I promise great things. And we're gonna make an incredible sauce to dip it in, which of course is the money spot. A good sauce makes everything wonderful. So let's get started. All right, the first order of business is when you're at the store, look at the date. You want to get the freshest you can possibly get. And now the cleaning process. This is something that I really think is very important. Some people don't do very much of it, but we're going to remove anything from the chicken livers that doesn't look like pure organ meat. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So the first thing is we want to clean them. So we're just going to rinse them underwater, and it doesn't have to be an elaborate process. It takes about 30 seconds. And then you're gonna put it into a bowl with a little bit of salt. Okay, so that salt is gonna act as another cleaning element, and it's also gonna add a little bit of flavor enhancement. And then you're gonna rinse them off again underwater, and we're gonna get onto the cleaning. So this is not very hard. The thing that I like to do is I go in there and grab what I don't wanna have in there, and I'm gonna use the weight of the chicken liver, and I'll let the knife do the work for me, and it's gonna cut off what we don't want. And it's gonna leave us just pure deliciousness, and we're gonna remove the unwanteds. So we're gonna do this again, just so you can see a chicken liver that's connected. So those are both of the kidneys, both of the livers, and they're connected. So once again, I'm holding it, letting the weight do the work instead of cutting down into it, which I found doesn't really work. And then after you've cleaned them all, you're gonna rinse them off one more time. Okay, it's time to set up the oil. We're gonna let this start warming up while we do all the other stuff. I'm using canola oil. You can also use peanut oil. I like the canola. It does bring a certain flavor. So we're gonna do 360 here. One thing you wanna make sure is you don't let the oil just sit there for a very long time. We really wanna only let it sit there long enough to come to temperature. I'm gonna have a recipe card below so you don't have to worry about any of these measurements. It's gonna be super easy peasy. We've gotta use unbleached flour. The bleached flour, that's just zapping the flavors out of it. So just throw that stuff away if it's in your pantry. We're gonna use around 2 cups here. Your chicken livers might be larger than mine. So at some point in the process, you might need to add a little more flour. We're gonna add some salt so we bring out the flavor of everything. And here's some secret ingredients that's gonna make this better than everybody else's. Some Creole seasoning adds a little bit of spice, depth of flavor, and there's a lot of different seasoning right in that 1 tablespoon right there. So you can add as little or as much as you like. Garlic salt, gotta have the garlic salt. That is a very classic ingredient people are gonna be expecting, and so is the onion powder. So those are 2 of the key classic ingredients that's gotta be in there, or do what makes you happy, but I promise this is just enough where they taste unique from everyone else's. Okay, we're gonna go straight into the flour. Now, some people have been known to put it like into buttermilk and then in the flour. If you do that, whenever you fry it, all of your outsides, all the crispiness is gonna disappear. So you have to go in the flour first. This is a proper dredging technique. We're gonna take 1 egg and we're gonna scramble it all the way through so that we can combine the proteins with the actual yolk. And here's the classic ingredient, good old buttermilk. 1% is what I have, and I can't really find anything higher than 1% unless I make it myself, which is totally cool. And here's another secret ingredient. Very classic. No, I wouldn't call this a secret ingredient. Very classic, especially if you're making like fried chicken. It doesn't make it spicy. I promise, does not make spicy. Repeat after me. Does not make it spicy. It's just that flavor that runs through it that we love. Here's a cool ingredient. I came up with this and I'm super proud of it because it tastes really good. Who doesn't love ranch? But it doesn't taste like ranch. And that's the whole point of all of this. It's balancing the flavors to create an almost unforgettable chicken liver experience. So now it's time to get to frying. When we put these in there, you don't want to do it all at once. The reason for that is we want to allow each one of these chicken livers to be immersed in the liquid. Otherwise, they're going to stick and some of the batter is going to come off. That's an easy mistake that you don't want to do that. So just don't be in a hurry. That's the key to all good cooking. People that are in a hurry, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna forget stuff. And in this case, this dish, if you're making it for somebody for the first time, they're gonna love it for starters. Like I've said, 1 in 9 people are really likely to become fried chicken liver lovers. All right, we're gonna go back into the flour. Now this is the point where if your chicken livers are really big, you can add a little extra flour into there, no problem. We have so much flavor already built in that adding a little bit of plain flour just to help everything get coated is not going to dilute your flavor, which is really quite cool. So right before the actual frying, I like to let those hang out a little bit so that the flour really gets absorbed into it. You can even put it in the refrigerator and let it set up for a little while. So here we go. More secret ingredients, which keeps this a lot of fun, which is always a good sauce. So super simple. Any kind of barbecue sauce that you like. We're gonna use a third, and then more delicious ranch. So we just made a elevated ranch dipping sauce, and it required 2 ingredients, and we are done. You can use that on anything. Try doing that with some fried oysters, which I've got a great post on that on the website. I'll leave a link below. So here we go. Let's say that you did want to fry them. At this point, you've got perfect chicken livers. That if you didn't put them in the dredge and everything, you can simply put them in a little flour, put them in the stove, cook them up, and they're delicious. So if you didn't, like say you went to this, you didn't have any frying oil, you could just put them in a saute pan and they're really, really delicious. Always test one before you start putting all of your delicious work into the fryer. You can see here, this is too hot. So you can just turn off the heat, let it set for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then come in and you can test another one. In this case, I've got a temperature probe. So you'll see that said 373, that's the very, very bottom part of the oil. So the middle part of the oil, we were right there at the 360 and we're perfect. And when we put these in, always when you're frying, you want to put your, whatever it is you're putting into the hot oil, you want to push it away from you. You've probably heard that before, but it's true. If you fry enough food, you're gonna eventually get a little bit of that pop up on you, the oil sneak up on you. So the trick is pushing it away from you. Try to pay attention to where you're putting these in, because you don't want to stack them on top of each other, because then there's a chance that they're going to stick. And you'll also notice the speed at which I'm putting these in there. I'm not doing it all at once. That allows the oil to not drop too low. So this is about halfway through, just showing you what they look like. They're starting to take on some color, but once we're done, they're going to be very, very beautiful. And here we go. Here is the first batch that is done. So let's take a look and see how we did. We can see that the batter has adhered to the chicken livers, which has really been a hard thing for people in the past because they've gotten poor information of putting it in buttermilk to marinate first, which is totally unnecessary, completely unnecessary. And then we end up with this beautiful crispiness. There's one extra step that we really got to do. This is super important frying, is adding a little kiss of salt. This just makes everything a complete bite, and it actually adds some umami. So I'm gonna have a recipe card below, all the instructions, all the good tips, and I hope you guys enjoy this to share with a friend and convert them into loving chicken livers. And come join us on social media. We'd love to have you. Our links are gonna be below. And thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great one.